Today's topic is all about becoming the one who already has what you desire. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Detox, where we detoxify from toxic techniques and instead we focus on our true nature, where all the manifestational power exists. Today's topic is how to become the one who already has what you desire, because this is the most important thing that you need to know. This is the most important thing that creates from our world. It's the only thing that creates our world, is our true nature. It is who we are within. And oftentimes I can remember when I was on my journey of discovering myself and discovering the magic of manifestation and how it actually naturally happens from your state of being. I was discovering that I couldn't figure out what was keeping me blocked from having what I wanted. I couldn't discover what state of being I was in. Was I in the right state of being? Was I in the wrong state of being? And so I started to make a list of all of the thoughts that came to me and my beliefs about things. So you start making this list of the thoughts that come to you, and then go from there to discover what that must mean that you believe about yourself, and what does that mean that you believe about the world around you? What does it mean about the beliefs you have about relationships or people or money? And then you'll be able to see really clearly the state of being that you exist from. And the state of being that you exist from is what creates your reality. As Neville Goddard states, everything that you imagine within is being painted out onto your screen of reality. Everything that you know to be true within you is what you get outside. And it's really hard to master this, because life doesn't really set us up to believe that we can change our lives, or that we can go against the flow. And so when we see things from a certain perspective our whole lives, when we see life as set in a certain way, it's very hard to challenge that. So when you see circumstances, you think, oh, well, this person isn't that into me, and you automatically make assumptions based on your past, based on what you've been programmed with, based on the beliefs that you've held about yourself. And there's so many of my clients that I see that I talk to them, and they don't speak to themselves kindly. They're often shaming themselves, and there's this whole internal process that's happening. Comment below if this is you as well. And if you need some help with it, I do hypnotherapy, which helps you actually get into the state of being where you already have what you want. And we remove the obstacles and all the barriers and all the thoughts and the beliefs around this topic that you have been struggling with. And so what I'm seeing with my clients is that they hook themselves back into a reality that they do not want, based on what they think is probably not that big of a deal, their internal conversations. So we talk about mindset, and we talk about a lot of beliefs that we must hold about ourselves, but also what things are you speaking to yourself on a regular basis? You know, what is your general state of being? What are you generally feeling like? These are all questions that you can sit with yourself in inquiry and meditation and ask yourself about. You know, stop being afraid to go in and do the work. Stop looking for some sort of technique or magic trick that's going to make this whole process just instantaneously happen. You might be able to manifest a text from someone because you thought really hard about it, but it's going to come in and you're going to feel anxious. Like, you're going to feel distressed even, because this person's come back in and you're thinking, oh God, how do I keep them now? That's not truly living in a state of being where you just know that everything that you want is on the way, and that you really honestly don't care anymore if you get it. Because here's the thing, every time you get something, guess what happens? You have a momentary feeling of high, where you now have the thing that you've been wanting for a long time. And then from that momentary feeling of high, you then have a sudden drop, and it's the loss of expectation that, oh, this is not like it's already happened, now it's boring again. So if you have this sudden drop and it's boring again, and now you just want more. What I'm here to say is that those tides of change constantly tossing you about is actually bringing you a lot of suffering. So how can you be in a state of being free of suffering where life is instantaneously manifesting through you? Because the shift happens rapidly. The shift happens within you instantaneously, but then you start to see your outer world shift as well. You start to think differently. You start to see your circumstances differently. You literally take off blinders to your circumstance, and you start to see your life from a perspective of one of abundance, wholeness, and love. How can you take those blinders off? Well, you have to really do the work and take a look at the thoughts and the things that you've been believing for a very, very, very long time. What have you been believing about yourself? What have you been telling yourself? What have you been desiring so that you don't have to feel the pain of the mundane present moment? If I have a person, then I won't have to feel lonely anymore. Instead of addressing the loneliness, choosing yourself today. I don't feel chosen. I feel unappreciated. I feel undesired. Desire yourself. Choose yourself. It is very painful to witness, and it was very painful when I was through my journey as well, to continue abandoning myself and instead choosing someone else who I thought was going to come in and make my life better. Instead, it's an option. The extra money, the extra whatever, the love, the specific person, it's optional. It's not something that you need in order to feel full. Fill your cup, and then it overflows onto your screen of reality, and then before you know it, now you have tons of options. You have people knocking on your door, ringing your phone. They're wanting to know more about you. And so these things happen naturally, though, not because you had to force them. It happens naturally because you start choosing yourself, choosing your own inner love, your own inner landscape. Creating heaven within you is your number one priority. Stop trying to get something out there to change. Stop trying to get your person to see you. Instead, see yourself. And I know it's hard because I didn't believe it either. For a long time, I just kept on trying these techniques, and I would go into this delusional imagination, and then I would come out of it and realize nothing had changed. That's because I didn't change inside. You've got to change inside, because then nothing outside here even matters. Because you already have it within you, and then because you already have it within you, you have it. It's on the way. It's incredible. Contact me below if you want a free 15-minute consultation. I'm doing them again for my birthday month. It's free. Email me. I'll set you up, and we'll talk about how I can help you get into the state of being where you already have what you desire. And then from there, life just flows effortlessly. Okay, it already is. Just get in tune with it. So much love to you.